Am I overreacting? For refusing to continue taking care of my husband after his accident left him disabled? I am 34 female, have been married to my husband, Jake, 36, male, for 8 years. Until recently, I would have described our marriage as decent, though not perfect. About 3 years ago, Jake was in a serious motorcycle accident. He survived, but he suffered permanent injuries that left him unable to walk without assistance and unable to return to his previous job. It completely changed his life. For the first year after the accident, I did everything I could. I worked full-time, handled the bills, drove him to appointments, helped him with physical therapy, cooked, cleaned and managed the house. I barely slept and honestly felt like I was drowning. But I loved him and wanted to support him. The problem wasn't his disability. The problem was how he started treating me. Jake became increasingly angry and bitter. He would insult me over small mistakes, accuse me of not doing enough, and constantly compare me to other spouses he saw online who had supposedly dedicated their lives to caring for their partners. If I came home tired from work, he'd tell me I was selfish. If dinner was late, he'd complain for hours. If I wanted to spend time with friends, he'd accuse me of abandoning him. I kept telling myself he was struggling emotionally because of the accident. I encouraged therapy, counseling, support groups, anything that might help. He refused every option and insisted that I was the problem. Things reached a breaking point last month. I had worked a 10-hour shift and came home exhausted. He demanded that I drive across town to pick up food because he didn't like what I had cooked. When I said I was too tired, he threw the plate onto the floor and called me useless. For the first time, I snapped. I told him I was his wife, not his servant, and that I couldn't keep sacrificing my physical and mental health while being treated like garbage. The next day, I moved into my sister's guest room and informed him that I would help arrange professional care and continue contributing financially until he figured things out. But I would no longer be his primary caregiver. Now his family is furious. They say I'm abandoning a disabled man when he needs me most, and that marriage means staying no matter what. Some of my friends agree, while others say I've already done more than enough. I don't hate Jake, and I genuinely feel terrible about his situation. But after years of being verbally abused and taken for granted, I simply don't think I can do it anymore.